Hey guys, Roberto Gringo is back and better than ever, and I am back in Medellin. I'm at my newest lodging. Today is Sunday, November 30th, and here in Medellin, November 30th is a very special day, and I'll explain to you as to why that is in a little bit. But I do have some great news. I finally got my retirement visa. It's good until like mid-October, something like that, of next year. So I'll start the renewal process like in August or September of next year, so I can renew it for another year. The process is you can renew the retirement visa 5 years, and after 5 years, if you want to apply for permanent residency, you can do that. So we'll see how things go here in Colombia for me these next 5 years, and if that's something I want to do, I'll definitely look into doing that. But yeah, that was a big relief that I finally got that done, and I found great lodging. I'm staying in this hotel. It's about $18 a night, something like that, with air conditioning. It's a pretty big room, and it's right in the area of town that I want to be in. So I'm very happy here at the moment. I'll be heading back to Fort Lauderdale for a few days next week, but I'll be back here again in a week and a half. So what does tonight have in store? Well, I really don't know. This is the first time that I spend a November 30th here in Medellin, Colombia. And in Medellin, it's a night that's called La Alborada. And I'll put that on the screen so you can see it, how to spell it. But La Alborada is basically the ushering in of the Christmas season. In Colombia and much of Latin America, they take Christmas very, very seriously, and they basically celebrate it the entire month of December. They do a little less work, and they have more family gatherings and things like that, so it's a big deal to them. And here in Medellin, there was a tradition that was actually started by the narco people when they were fighting against the paramilitaries here in Colombia. And what happened is the paramilitaries were defeated by some of the narcos in a particular battle. And when that happened, the narcos celebrated by lighting off fireworks. So what it has actually morphed into is a general celebration which takes place here in Medellin the November 30th of every single year. And it's an absolutely unbelievable thing. I've only seen it on YouTube and on videos. I've never been here in person. This is the first time. But what it is absolutely every barrio and almost every house in every barrio in the entire city light off fireworks. And when they do that, it's an absolute bombardment. I mean, the city just lights up. The entire city lights up. I feel really bad for like animals and pets during that hour, but it happens at exactly midnight tonight. So what's going to happen is I have a couple buddies. They're going to come over around 10 o'clock tonight. They're going to pick me up, and we're going to try to get to a very tall observation point where we can see the entire city, and so we can have a great view of this Alborada. I don't know if we're going to make it up there. I have a feeling there's so many people up at these these observation points. It's going to be absolutely packed with people. So hopefully we'll make it to a good spot. I don't know if we will or not, but I'm going to bring the camera and see what happens. To add to the craziness of this night, there's also a soccer game for one of the professional teams here in Medellin. It's a big tournament game, so you can probably hear the people out on the street. They're cheering and they're yelling and they're going crazy tonight. So that's a big deal as well. So all that is happening here in Medellin tonight. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this night goes. I'll take the camera with me. I'll bring you guys with me, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, also, I'm going to show you a couple of shots of the hotel that I'm staying in, just so you have an idea of where I am. Okay, guys, this is the most recent Roberto Gringo El Cheapo Lodging. So I'm staying in this hotel for 27 nights, paying about $18 a night for this. It has air conditioning, but it's very simple. Here's the room. Very simple room. Couple of nightstands. It's quite large though, the room. Look at that. It even has a huge mirror, and you can see yourself in the bed. I don't know if I like that or not, but it does have air conditioning, as you can see. Television, and it does have a little storage for, I guess I can put my little desk there on the lower shelf, and then there's some shelving for my clothes. And the bathroom is, again, very simple, small little sink, But as you guys know, I will customize this bathroom to my liking. But that's it. This is the room for 27 days, $18 a night. And it's located exactly in the city where I like to be. So we'll see how this turns out for me. Okay guys, it is 11:55. La Alborada is supposed to start at midnight, but it is absolutely pouring out right now, which is why I didn't go out with my friends. I'm still going to go downstairs and we're going to see if we can hear anything happening. Alright guys, it is like 3 minutes before midnight here on the 30th, and I'm in the lobby of the hotel, as you can see, and it is absolutely pouring out there. It looks like it actually looks like it's stopped a little bit. Let's see. Midnight. It's midnight, guys. I don't know if you can hear those fireworks. But this is supposed to last for an hour. I can't even go out and show you guys. It is raining so hard. Can't even show you. Okay, so I'm actually in the elevator. I'm going up to the 5th floor balcony, although it is raining up here too. See if we can see anything of the goings on. Oh yeah, you can see a little bit. Wow. The whole sky is lit up. That's crazy. Unfortunately, we have a tree blocking a lot of the sky, but oh, look at that up in the comunas. Way up on the hill. Well, unfortunately, La Alborada, the 2025 here in Medellin, has turned out to be kind of a dud. It's actually still going on right now. Apparently, the fireworks last an entire hour. I can really smell the gunpowder though right now. So that was kind of a fail because of the weather. We weren't able to go. It's about, I don't know, probably like 10 or 15 minutes after 12 now. So I'm just gonna hit the sack, head to bed, and hopefully we'll have a better try next year. I'll try this again next year. Okay guys, so when I retired, there were a few things that I really wanted to accomplish. I had a few goals. One of them was obviously to move here to Medellin, get my residency, and now I've got my visa, so I know I can stay here for at least this first year. One of the things I want to do is get back in shape. And I have lost quite a bit of weight, and I'm exercising on a regular basis. So that path is going really well for me. Something else I want to do is I want to improve my Spanish, and I'm actually getting a lot more exposure to Spanish, and my Colombian Spanish is getting better every day. I can feel it. I feel more confident. So that's really good. I also want to do some volunteer work, and I'm on the path to that. I have a couple of leads for teaching English to the kids up in the barrios and stuff. So hopefully within a month or two I'll be doing that. And then the other thing I wanted to do is I really wanted to learn how to dance salsa, because I love salsa music. I've always loved it, but I've never really learned it. I mean, I know a few steps, but that's it. So at this moment, right now, I'm actually on my way to go to my very first salsa lesson. So I signed up for salsa lessons. It cost me $184 US for 10 lessons. So I think that's a pretty good price. It's like $18 for an hour. And the language academy is very close to me. It's just right up the road here. So we'll see how I do here on my very first salsa lessons class. Well, Roberto Gringo is out and about, and another day here in Medellin. And on today's quest, I am actually headed to go find some meatballs, but not just any meatballs. As many of you may be aware, IKEA stores have little like cafeteria type things, and in those cafeterias, the most popular food are Swedish meatballs. So I was told that there's an IKEA in a mall down in southern Medellin. I've never been to this mall, and I thought I would take a quest to have my lunch today down at the IKEA to try the Swedish meatballs, see how they are. So you guys are going to come with me, and we're going to explore the world of IKEA in Colombia, and more specifically, we're going to have those meatballs, which I have had before, and they are delicious, and it helps break up a little bit of the food monotony here in Colombia, since the Colombian lunches are very tasty, they're very healthy, but they're quite plain. And you know, I'll do those 4 times a week, 3 or 4 times a week, and then I'll do something different the other days. So that's today's quest. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so to get down to the mall where the IKEA is, what we're going to do is I'm going to walk to a metro station. We're going to jump on the metro, and then we've got to do a switch at a station on the metro, and then once we get down there, it's like I don't know, it's probably like 6 stations, maybe something like that, 6 or 7 stations. And I was told that the mall is right there off of the metro station. So we'll head down and check it out. And it's also down in an area of town that I think I've only been down to one time. It's called Itagüí. So maybe I'll take a little walk around the neighborhood of Itagüí and see how that is as well. Okay. Saturday chaos here in Medellin. busy day, and arriving to the Metro exchange station where I'm going to be getting on a different line of the Metro, headed down to the mall. Alright, so I'm on the Metro platform waiting for the train, or I'm going to get a good spot here. That's what it looks like. I'll flip the camera around. There's the other side where everybody's waiting. I like walking all the way to the end where there's a little less people in the train cars. Alright, so we're on the Metro, and it's only about 5 stops. It's going to be 5 stations, and then we will be there. Oh man, I'm really glad that I checked my my maps here on my phone, because my buddy told me that this IKEA, I don't know if you can see that on the screen, was at 1 stop, and it's actually at a different stop. So it's at 1 stop before. So it's not at Itaúí, it is at Envigado. So we're getting down there. Like, I think I have like 2 or 3 more stops. We'll be there. Alright, so I just got off the Metro. This is a map of the Metro here in Medellin. And what I did is I came from here, Estadio. I went to San Antonio, and then I came down all the way to here, Envigado. So there's 1, 2, 3 more stations till you get to the end of the line there in Envigado. But that's where we are, that's where we're headed. And right this way is the IKEA in the mall. It's called Viva Centro or something like that. Viva is the name of the mall, so we'll see what it's like. I've never been to this mall. It's a pretty good view. Pretty good view of the city out there. All right, there's the mall right in front of us. I can see a big sign that says IKEA. All right. All right, so I made it to the famous IKEA cafeteria, restaurant, bar kind of thing here. So we're going to get the famous meatballs here in IKEA. Smells delicious. There it is, the famous meatballs, the Swedish meatballs. There's what I'm going to be getting right there. Yummy. All right, I got my Swedish meatballs, guys. Look at that. You got your little Swedish flag there. You got the Swedish meatballs, the lingonberries, the mashed potatoes, and the peas. And let's see how much this thing was. This was, I don't know if you can see this or not, this was 28,000 pesos, which I already put in my converter. That comes to $7.37 for the meatballs and a drink. So that's it here in IKEA, in the IKEA cafeteria here in Metro Envigado in Medellin.